What's up guys, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to talk about something entirely different. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global just received an end-of-service announcement 2 days ago. And a lot of people have been asking me my opinions on the subject, and if this will affect Romancing SaGa universe in any way. Well, I am here to share with you my personal view. First of all, this is only for the global version. The JP version of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius will still run. And that is happening a lot. If you don't know, Final Fantasy Record Keeper received the same treatment. Shut down global, but still lives on JP. This is actually pretty common. Sometimes the development cost for global is a little too high and the game's not paying itself, or just kind of even on the money, and that's not good. And they decide to shut down the global version and keep the JP version running. This is also future based, since the JP players are more likely to spend in Gacha than the global players, and they can still keep a game alive if it's paying its cost. Well, it's strange that it's happening yet again. We don't have too many 2D pixelated Gacha games available right now. From Square Enix, we have Romancing SaGa UniverSe and also Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. Those types of games are becoming rarer and rarer, especially because the development costs of Gacha games are increasing, but so are the greediness of those Gacha games, like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and many others. Also Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. It looks to me that since they want to release less and less Gacha games from their perspective, they just will not keep running small ones. And in order to understand the whole situation, I think it's good to go to Gematsu. On May 13, Square Enix announced a new medium-term business plan. Square Enix reboots and awakens, 3 years of foundation laying for long-term growth. Shift from quantity to quality, aggressive multi-platform strategy, and more. We are already seeing signs of this. For example, Octopath Traveler was released on Switch, and then the second game was released in multi-platforms. They broke their agreement with Nintendo and now released the first game on multi-platforms. Visions of Mana was marketed mostly by Microsoft in their streams. And this is happening a lot in Microsoft. They are also doing the same with Metaphor from Atlas. It looks to me that they need more revenue to stay alive. This happened with multiple games and older games that are not working so well, like Phone Stars. They released that game and it's not making enough money. They have to change the focus. So they want to release games with higher quality and try to recoup the investment. Makes sense, right? But it also means less games will be released and kept running, because service games need money to be developed. Now, back to the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius case. It looks like there was a lot of problems running with the global version, like I said, and the outrage on Reddit was insane. That came to a point where the producer made a video saying that global operation costs have been slashed to ribbons and they were running on a skeleton crew. And that's why the game was not getting so many updates. I also went to their Twitch channel to see when was the last time they got a stream, and it was 2 months ago. But that was probably because people were requesting this a lot. And on their YouTube channel, they also received less and less content. As you can see, we were having lots of videos, and then 8 months ago to 5 months ago, then 2 months ago. I'll have to say that the producer already knew the game was going to receive EOS, but could not say. That's company business, and it makes sense. In the end of the day, it's about money. If it's not making enough money, it will eventually shut down. But this game survived for 8 years. That's a lot of content. If my Gacha survives 8 years, I'm pretty happy with that. The only problem I see is that they will be releasing the story via video on their YouTube channel. So you will not be able to see the end, but that also makes sense since the game will still run on JP and it will keep getting more story updates. So as long as you can kind of keep the content alive somehow and separate, it's a plus for me. Many Gacha games just die and you cannot see the story anymore. I managed to save Valkyrie Anatomy story on my channel because I feel like this is very important. It's related to the whole Final Fantasy series because it actually had a good story. I don't know about Brave Exvius because I played for 1 year only. And for those who do not know, Brave Exvius is not really developed by Square Enix. It's developed by Gumi from Brave Frontier. Of course, they have Square Enix producers involved with the game and all, but mostly it's just about Gumi. Now, I don't know if there's some problem with their relationship as well, at least on the global side, and for how long the JP version of the game will keep running, we never know. But the interesting fact is that in the end of the day, although this is a red flag, since there are many Square Enix gacha games being shut down, it doesn't really affect how Romancing Saga Universe was planned. And why is that? Because, well, we should see other articles here. For example, Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven is releasing on October, and they will keep Romancing Saga Universe alive in order to attract more people to the brand. This is not a really famous brand. Final Fantasy is. If they kill, for example, FFBE, how does that affect the whole Final Fantasy series? It doesn't, simply doesn't. But Romancing Saga is building up on global in all Saga series as a whole. We just got Saga Emerald Beyond released on April. We'll get Romancing Saga 2 on October, and we'll get yet another game probably pretty soon. Saga Frontier 2 Remastered. As you remember, Akitoshi Kawazu said, please be patient. You won't be disappointed if you wait. We already had some leaks that was saying that Saga Frontier 2 is probably already finished and releasing pretty soon. That means that they will probably still use Romancing Saga Universe as a way to market the series for a while. I also believe that Universe will live through a 5 years course at least, but I cannot believe much more than that. They can still remake another game. That will be Romancing Saga 3 and Unlimited Saga. If they plan on remaking these games soon enough, they can keep Romancing Saga Universe alive as a way to market the series and draw people attention to it. That's why many times they also release these games on mobile, so that people that are playing the gacha game can actually still play in the same platform. Okay, gacha games will eventually die. That's something that we just have to accept. This game will die just like Final Fantasy Exvius just did on global. But we can still have fun for the meanwhile, because hey, we are still getting content on Romancing Saga Universe. They announced a version update. All banners are being released normally. I haven't seen any red flag inside the game yet. We got Global X events recently, as you can see. All those 3 challenges were developed for global, and those are good signs. I believe the game is still running for some time. Like I said, at least to 5-year anniversary. But we never know. Like I said, gacha games eventually die. So be prepared. I don't think that Brave Exvius affects too much, although it is still a red flag. Just have fun playing your game while it lasts, okay? So those are my opinions. I want to hear yours here. Say on the comment section. Thanks so much for watching this. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Goodbye.